Hi, this is Dennis on Altona.com right here in Cologne, and today I'm gonna meet Dave Mustaine, so come on. Yeah, Dave, congratulations. The new album Endgame has been amazing, so I really like it. So it's gonna be released in Germany on 9/11, so it's a very symbolic date. So if you think about everything what's going on, so all this destruction of environment, terrorists and stuff like this, what do you think? Are we all screwed, or is there any reason to be optimistic?
I think there's plenty of reason to be optimistic because we're still here, and I think that with some people in government, one of the things that they do is they try and tell people how to live instead of living their life and making it attractive to people. You know what I mean? So for me, like if I was telling people you've got to like heavy metal, instead of me liking it and them hearing it and saying, well, you know what, I like that. People tend to say, you know what, I don't want you telling me what to do. So for me, as far as traveling internationally, I go to a lot of different countries and I see a lot of injustice. I see a lot of stuff that's terrible. Some of the countries in some of the poorer countries that we play in, it's terrible. And my heart hurts because I live in a country where there's freedom and liberty, a lot like here. Germany's a democracy. Although our countries are a little different, you know, my mom's full-blooded German, so even though I'm an American and even though I don't have any German attributes, I like being here. It's just because it reminds me of my mom. So the fans that are here are great. The people from the label are great. You know, the music scene over here is different. It changes, but one thing's for sure is a heavy metal fan base. They're loyal. If they don't like you, they'll let you know it. But, you know, the other thing, too, is that I think they're really forgiving. If you are a metal band and you know, you make a mistake and you say something, you know, hey, we made a mistake, I think that that's something that people can respect. And I know myself that I've experienced a lot of forgiveness from our fans from, you know, canceling shows and sometimes not playing songs that they want to hear. You know, I can't play all 120 plus songs that I have in my catalog in one night. I mean, you know what? You would get bored after the 30th song, trust me. You know, somebody would have to go pee.
You meet many journalists, especially on your promotion tour. So sometimes you get maybe some questions 40, 15 times. Do you have one most hated question?
I don't think so because I've never met you before, and I, you know, I don't know if I've ever had exposure to your audience. So, you know, if there are certain things when we go on tour, someone will say, "So, tell me about the new record," and I know right then and there they haven't heard it. You know, because yeah. But see, when people say that, you know, it's different from, "Hey, I heard the new record. Let's talk about it," versus, "So how's the tour going?" Well, you haven't got a clue, do you? And you're going to let me do all the interview work for you, and you're just going to ask one question, and I have to do all the talking. That's not an interview. That's like you holding a microphone in front of my face for a half hour and me just talking nonstop.
Yesterday I just listened to the Rust in Peace album again and to the song Hangar 18, so I've got a very personal question. Do you ever met an alien, or do you ever seen an UFO, alien or something like this?
I'm not the one that was in the band that believed in Martians. That was Nick Menza. Okay. I wrote that song. It used to be called the letter N2RHQ. It was like the numbers on the side of a plane. Because I'd seen a plane before and it said N2R, and then I went, And that's how I came up with the song title. I saw a plane, and it was the number on the side of a plane. You know, all planes have numbers on the side of them, just like cars do. And I thought, wow, N2RHQ. It's like, and it was a future tech thing where it was like kind of sci-fi where I would go someplace in the future into space. Not that I saw an alien, okay? So Menza, he's the guy that believes in UFOs. Okay. You know, if you look at his website or you listen to any of his solo music, it kind of shows you where he's at in his life, what he believes. And Nick, I don't know, he said something that I found really juvenile and offensive. He told me that Jesus was an alien, and that's why he could levitate. And I thought, you're a dumbass. And that was the end of me taking Nick serious after that. Because, you know, I mean, I've believed in God ever since I was a kid. The first line of Peace Sells But Who's Buying says, what do you mean I don't believe in God? I talk to him every day. You know, so people that heard I became a Christian, they're like, oh my God, he's going to suck. Well, me being a Christian really ruined the record, didn't it? I don't think so.
Madness comes, madness goes, an insane.
If you were on an uninhabited island, just you, James Hetfield, and possibly Carmen Electra, what would happen if you have to stay there for 30 days?
I don't know. I think we would probably
Play cards.
not play cards. I guess James would probably watch me and Carmen swim away and leave him on the island.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, that's a weird question. I don't know why you asked that. Could have used 100 people, but James. I don't have a problem with James. You know, James doesn't bother me. He doesn't intimidate me. You know, he's. I know a different James Hetfield than you do, but that's because I know who he really is. You know, everybody else is James, the big guitar player. You know, the tattooed guy with the big arms and stuff like that. We were kids when we met. I know who he is. So, being around Carmen Electra, I would have to say she's a very, very beautiful girl. Short, but, you know, she was with Dave Navarro and Dennis Rodman. Why would I want to touch her after that?